The biggest difference between someone genuinely confused and a skilled manipulator isn't what they say, but the insidious, almost hypnotic pattern of how they say it, especially when you challenge their version of reality. It's not about a single slip-up or a moment of genuine misunderstanding. It's about a relentless, self-serving narrative designed to keep you off balance, constantly questioning your own sanity. They aren't just making a mistake, they are meticulously constructing an alternative truth, piece by piece, and expecting you to live inside it. Think about that sinking feeling in your stomach, that little alarm bell that rings when something just doesn't add up, even if you can't quite articulate why. That gut instinct, that whisper of doubt, is your most powerful tool in recognizing this deception. A genuinely confused person might stumble, might miss a detail, but their core intent is usually clear. They might apologize, they might seek clarification. A manipulator, however, uses confusion as a weapon, a smokescreen behind which they operate, shaping your perceptions to their advantage. They thrive in the fog they create because it makes you easier to control. Consider Mark and Sarah. Mark would often forget commitments. Sarah would remind him, gently at first, then with increasing frustration. Mark's response? A sigh, a shake of the head. You know how my memory is, Sarah. I'm just so overwhelmed with work. You're always so hard on me. He paints himself as the forgetful, struggling victim, turning Sarah's valid concern into an attack on his character. But if Sarah forgot something he wanted, suddenly his memory was razor-sharp, his disappointment palpable, often weaponized. Do you see the asymmetry? Confusion doesn't discriminate, manipulation does. It's always about their convenience, their narrative, their escape from accountability. This is where the first critical red flag emerges: consistency. A truly confused individual might mix up details once, maybe twice, about a specific event. They might admit, "Oh, I really thought you said Tuesday, my mistake," and then genuinely try to remember correctly next time. But a manipulator's confusion is selective. It conveniently arises when they need to evade responsibility, rewrite history, or avoid an uncomfortable truth. They might forget promises, but never a slight. They misunderstand your boundaries, but never a benefit they stand to gain. Their confusion has a purpose, an agenda, and that agenda is always for them. Then there's the emotional whirlwind they leave in their wake. When someone is genuinely confused, the interaction might be frustrating, but it usually ends with an understanding, perhaps a laugh about a silly mix-up, or a joint effort to clarify. With a manipulator, you're left feeling drained, guilty, or incredibly frustrated. You walk away doubting yourself, questioning your memory, or wondering if you're being too sensitive. The air feels thick with unspoken accusations, and you're the one holding the burden of proof, often without realizing you're even in a trial. Have you ever found yourself explaining the same thing over and over with increasing detail, only to be met with a blank stare or a dismissive wave of the hand? This isn't genuine confusion. This is deliberate invalidation. They don't want to understand. They want to frustrate you into giving up. They want to wear down your defenses, to make you believe that you are the problem, that you are the one who isn't communicating clearly enough. It's a tactic to exhaust your patience, so you eventually concede just for peace. Consider the classic gaslighting maneuver. You recount an event, clearly and factually. Their eyes widen, a look of profound bewilderment on their face. "Are you sure? I don't remember it that way at all. I think you're getting things mixed up lately, haven't you?"
Suddenly, the conversation isn't about their actions. It's about your mental state. A genuinely confused person might say, "My memory is hazy. Let me try to remember," and then actually try. A manipulator tries to erase your memory, or at least distort it until it aligns with theirs. They don't want to clarify, they want to rewrite. Another telltale sign is the consistent blame shifting. When things go wrong, a confused person might struggle to pinpoint the cause, but will eventually participate in finding a solution. A manipulator, on the other hand, will immediately deflect any responsibility. It's never their fault. It's the traffic, it's the bad day, it's your tone. It's the way you phrased something. It's the way the wind blew. Their confusion acts as a shield, preventing any culpability from touching them. They are masters of the external locus of control, always pointing outwards, never inwards. What about the shifting goalposts phenomenon? You have a clear conversation, set an expectation, get an agreement. Days later, when you bring it up, they look at you blankly. No, that's not what we discussed. What I meant was, or I never agreed to that. I said I'd consider it. The terms of engagement are constantly changing, making it impossible for you to ever win or even achieve a stable understanding. Genuine confusion might involve a slight misremembering of a detail, but it doesn't involve a wholesale redefinition of a past agreement that fundamentally shifts the outcome to their benefit. This isn't confusion. It's an intentional renegotiation without your consent. Think of Alex, who always claimed he was just joking when he made cutting remarks, leaving his partner, Ben, feeling hurt and ridiculed. "Oh, you're taking it too seriously, Ben. Can't you take a joke?" A truly innocent joke that misses the mark usually comes with a quick, genuine apology. "Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you." But Alex would double down, making Ben feel foolish for being hurt, gaslighting his emotional response. This feigned innocence, this "I didn't mean it, you're just too sensitive" routine, is a hallmark of manipulation. They hide behind the guise of lightheartedness while delivering emotional blows. Then there's the incredibly frustrating selective amnesia. They remember every small slight against them, every promise you made, every mistake you might have uttered in passing. But when it comes to their own glaring inconsistencies, their broken promises, or their hurtful words, it's gone. Poof. "I don't recall saying that. That never happened. You must be mistaken." This isn't confusion. It's a strategically deployed memory lapse designed to disarm you. They cherry-pick what they remember to protect their image and maintain control over the narrative. Your memories, your experiences become disposable. Often, you'll see them projecting their own behaviors onto you. A person who is frequently dishonest might accuse you of being untrustworthy. Someone who constantly manipulates might claim you are trying to control them. When confronted about their own lack of clarity or deceit, they will often flip the script entirely. "No, you're the one who's always confused," or "It sounds like you're trying to manipulate me." This is a deeply unsettling tactic that turns the tables, making you defend yourself against the very accusations you had for them. It's a way to ensure you never quite get to the root of their behavior. Your gut feeling, that persistent low hum of unease, is an intuitive barometer. It's telling you that something is fundamentally wrong, even if your rational mind is struggling to piece together the evidence against their masterful performance. They present a facade of innocent confusion, but your body knows the truth. It's the feeling of walking on eggshells, the constant need to double-check yourself, to record conversations, to keep receipts.
You wouldn't feel this way with someone who was merely confused. You feel it because you're dealing with someone who consistently distorts reality. Ultimately, the most telling difference lies in the outcome. When someone is truly confused, the primary aim is clarity, mutual understanding, and resolution. When someone is manipulating you through feigned confusion, the primary aim is control, self-preservation, and the avoidance of accountability. Their confusion always serves their agenda. It allows them to bypass consequences, shift blame, or maintain a position of power. It's never about getting to the truth. It's about shaping a truth that benefits them. So, how do you protect yourself from this sophisticated form of deception? First, trust your intuition. If it feels off, it probably is. Second, focus on patterns, not isolated incidents. Does their confusion consistently lead to them avoiding responsibility or getting their way?
Third, set firm boundaries. When they try to rewrite history or invalidate your experience, calmly state your truth without engaging in a debate about their supposed confusion. I remember it differently. This is what I recall. Fourth, observe their actions more than their words. Do their behaviors align with their claims of confusion, or do they consistently serve a clear, self-serving purpose? Understanding these distinctions isn't about being cynical, it's about being discerning. It's about empowering yourself to recognize when genuine human fallibility ends and deliberate, dark psychological tactics begin. You deserve clarity, honesty, and relationships built on mutual respect, not on a fog of manufactured confusion designed to keep you lost. Trust your radar, protect your peace, and never let anyone convince you that your reality isn't real. You are not confused. You are seeing the truth.